Hello everyone. As a Java beginner, let us understand few things about Eclipse. So if you are starting your Java career first time, so you are beginner, absolute beginner, then you might have some questions about Eclipse and how to use that Eclipse. So that is what I'm going to discuss about Eclipse in today's discussion. Okay, first of all, you might have a question: what is Eclipse IDE? Okay, Eclipse is a popular open source integrated development environment, so it is also called IDE, used for software development. It supports multiple programming languages and provides a platform for building and managing software projects, writing and debugging code, and testing and deploying applications. Eclipse offers a variety of tools such as code editor, a debugger, a visual layout editor to make software development easier and more efficient. All right, so you can see my Eclipse. Okay, this is the default view. When you just launch your Eclipse, you will see something like that. Okay, so before that, if you did not install Eclipse, so how you can get the Eclipse? So you just go to the browser and type download Eclipse. Okay, and click here. So you see eclipse.org downloads. So from this place you can download Eclipse and install in your laptop or computer, whatever you have. Okay, so it can be exe file, it can be zip file. So based on your OS, you decide what kind of distribution that you want. Okay, now let me go to the Eclipse. So the first thing we'll learn how we can create a project. Okay, to create a project we can come here, create a Java project, something like this, or we can navigate from new Java project. Say that I'm giving name of the project as sample project, like this, and then next, finish, don't create, done. Now we have the project ready. So first we need to create the project, then we need the class. Okay, so to create a class, what we need to do, new, then where is the class? Here is the class. Okay, what should I give the name of the class? Say that it is sample class. Okay, now another thing, most of the time when you do programming in core Java, so when you are learning Java, you will be writing a public static void main many times for printing something, blah blah things. So we need all the time public static void main method. Okay, so that time what you can do, you can check this checkbox. So what it will happen, it will create the class, and also in that class this method will be added. Okay, so finish, you can see that public static void main. Okay, so we have learned how to create a project, then how to create a class inside that project. Okay, now delete this. Now system.out.println is one of the most frequently used statement in Java. Okay, something you can type SYSO, then control space, then it will give a kind of pop-up, just click, you can enter that. Okay, enter. So it's a kind of shortcut. Again I'm typing SYSO, control space, then enter. All right, now say that hello, I am using Eclipse. Now I have created a class, then we have the main method. I want to run this application. How can I run? So I can do it two ways. First of all, from here you can see this icon, run sample.java. Click that. Yeah, and this is where you will see your output. So this is the window called console. So whenever you print something, the output will be displayed in the console. Okay, the console can be cleared like this. Right click, then clear. Okay, let me run this application another way. Right click, run as Java application. Okay, so we can run the application two ways. One is from clicking this icon, and another is right click, run as Java application. All right, then sometime okay, see, this is the console. Sometime you may not be able to see. Okay, sometime what happens, by default this won't be available. Sometime it happens. Okay, so that time what you can do, go to the window, then show view, then console, then it will come here, and you can drag and drop anywhere, something like this. So you can put it here, you can also keep it here, double click, you keep it here. Okay, and similarly you can replace again back to the original location. Cool, right? Okay, another important part is that Eclipse perspective. Okay, so if you see on the right top corner, you will see, if you click this icon, you will see open perspective. So what is the meaning of the perspective? Okay, the perspective in Eclipse, a perspective refers to a set of default views, menus, and toolbars within the integrated development environment that are designed for specific tasks such as debugging, Java development, or Git version control. The user can switch between different perspectives to access the tools they need for specific task. Okay, so we have many perspective in Eclipse. Okay, so for most of the time when we write core Java, I mean it is not web application, then we use this perspective. Okay, you can see Java. When we debug our code, we use debug perspective. So how to do that? Click here, then click here, debug. Okay, the entire screen will be changed as per the selection of the perspective. Okay, so when you come to the launch Eclipse, and if you see something different, then you come here, you select Java perspective, or quickly you can switch from here and there. And this one is Java Enterprise Edition. This perspective is used when we do some kind of development, like enterprise related, like in a web application, servlet, GSP, some kind of those kind of development. Okay, it's possible that you may be messed up with the different windows. Say that this is somewhere here and this is somewhere there, so it is very messy. Okay, to reset the perspective, what you can do, come here, then perspective, reset perspective, it will come to the normal shape. Okay, so and okay, now we will we know how to create a project and how to create a class inside it. It is also possible that you can import the existing project into Eclipse. Okay, let me close this. How we can import project? Right click, import, then existing project into a workspace. Double click, browse, then I have something here, corejava java project, then select folder, finish. So this got imported. Okay, cool, right? So we can import the existing project also. Okay, another feature, say that let me open this. I want to see that how many methods are there in this class. So for that there is a shortcut key, Control O, then you will be able to see how many methods are there, main, reverse. Because sometime what happen, your class may be very long and there are so many cores, say there are 1000 cores are there and so many methods are there, and you need to list out all those methods. So what you can do, come here in the you click anywhere in the code, then Control O, then it will list out all the methods. Let me show you some other. Okay, for example, how many methods are there? Control O, there you can see that. Okay, 3 methods. Similarly, Control O, so it will show. Under employee we have 3 methods. Under this immutable demo we have main method. So remember these things, this tip, Control O, which is used for listing out all the methods. Okay, sometime it is also possible sometime we may need to search something in the Eclipse. Okay, so for that what we do, say that I want to search these things. Okay, how can I search? Say that you have a lot of file and you want to search these things. So come here, search file, then paste it here, and what you can search, you can give wildcard kind of search. Also you can search in a specific file extension. For example, say that I want to search only in Java file. Okay, .java, then search. You can see these are the places that particular word is used, pan card. Okay, so this way you can search. Okay, another important thing is that sometime we need to toggle line numbers. Okay, here you can do that. Where is the, you come here, this in this edge, then right click, show line numbers. Okay, sometime what happens, you by default it won't be enable the line numbers. What you can do, you come here, then show line numbers. Okay, another important shortcut key is Control-Shift-R. Okay, using this shortcut, what we can do, we can search specific file. For example, say that I want to search something user.java, and you can see it shows that something user.java is available here. So if you click and open, you can do it. Okay, similarly Control-Shift-R again, then let me search food.java, and you can see. Okay, this is the very handy and quick way to find out the files. Okay, another important features are the references of code. Okay, let me see whether, okay, You can see that A is comparator implements. So these are some advanced topic. I'm not going to discuss about that. It implements comparator. So you want to see what is there inside of this comparator. Okay, you press Control in your keyboard, then click here, and it will show all the related information about that particular class or interface. Okay, I'm showing it again back. Control, then click here. That's it. Okay, and if you want to know all the shortcut keys, then you come here, then show active key bindings. Okay, so you will be able to see all the shortcut keys. Say that you need to know about the Eclipse, which version of Eclipse that you are using. So come here, then what you can do, about, what is the about Eclipse IDE. So it will give information about your current installation, I mean which version of Eclipse that you have installed. Let me discuss another important feature of Eclipse, which is code assist. Then that is that features I really like a lot. Okay, close all. So you can say that you have opened all the, I mean so many windows, and you want to open all the windows, close all. Okay, that's it. Now I want to show you something, the code assist of Eclipse. Okay, say that you want to, string dot, see, it automatically display all the things inside this string class. Okay, say that I want to create an instance. Here I have str variable, then so whenever you need to know what kind of method or fields are there inside that particular instance, what you can do, come here, then control space. It will give a kind of pop-up, and there you will get to know what are the method that you can invoke in that particular instance. So this feature is called code assist. Okay, Eclipse will give you idea what are the methods or fields are available inside that particular instance. Okay, okay, so say that you have modified your file, and you want to save that. How you can save? There's a shortcut key is Control S. Okay, and another way that you can save it, say that you have just given some space, and come here, you see it here, save all or save. Okay, save all, what will happen, it will save all the files that you have modified, and if you want to save only this file, then you can click this Control S, or you click this save. Okay, and another feature of Eclipse is it shows the current problem, compilation issue. Okay, say that you have done some kind of mistake, say that you have not you have not written the semicolon, so it shows the red color. Okay, you can click here, syntax error, insert semicolon to complete block statements. Okay, so it assists you, and it will show you the problem. Okay, so another feature of this one. And another thing, say that you want to know in which location in your file directory, in folder, this is available. Right click, properties, then you come here and click here. Okay, and you will be able to navigate to that directory. So you can come directly from the Eclipse to the folder where that particular file is located. So another important feature that I wanted to discuss, that is how to use a debugging tool in Eclipse. Okay, that is the important feature of Eclipse, but I do not to make this video lengthy. I will make another video about Eclipse and debugging. Okay, that's it for this video. I hope that you have enjoyed this video.